What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another classic review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Space Jam 2: A New Legacy hits theaters and on HBO Max this weekend, so hey, it's a perfect opportunity to review the original film, Space Jam, from 1996. Directed by Joe Pyka, and it stars the greatest NBA basketball player of all time, Michael Jordan, and the Looney Tunes. In a desperate attempt to win a basketball match and earn their freedom, the Looney Tunes seek the aid of retired basketball champion Michael Jordan. So growing up, Space Jam was a regular classic in my household. Like, me and my brother Cody were into Space Jam a lot as a kid. We sung the song a lot, "Welcome to the Space Jam." Just something about that song and just the Michael Jordan in it. It was just a little bit of a classic for us growing up. But I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have not revisited this movie since. Like 15 plus years later, I've not had the urge to revisit Space Jam. But since the sequel is coming out this week with LeBron James, hey, let's review it. Let's rewatch it. And so, what are my thoughts overall? Now, as a movie critic that reviews movies, does this hold up? In a lot of ways it doesn't, but in some ways I guess it does. I think the overall mindset of the original Space Jam was just appeal to classic NBA basketball fans as well as fans of the Looney Tunes. And in here, you got Michael Jordan, literally the greatest basketball player of all time. But the plot line to this movie is involving these group of aliens taking the talents of these NBA stars like Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, and Muggsy Bogues, and just having their abilities to play this basketball game to please the boss. And in mindset, Michael Jordan is thrown into the situation and trying to help the Looney Tunes win. It seems like a very obnoxious plot if you put it out today, but in this timeline, it works. I mean, the Looney Tunes are entertaining in their own way. Bugs Bunny, "What's up, Doc?" is just an entertaining character in here. He's really over the top. While a lot of the jokes don't really work, I think most of the humor from Bugs Bunny himself always lands for me. I just always find him such a entertaining, laughable character. Plus, you have these other iconic stars like Larry Bird as well, and Bill Murray making his cameo in here. But I just think this movie definitely feels like the 90s, and it embraces that. And in that aspect, I feel it holds up. The characters knowing the situations they're in and making it this goofball comedy. The soundtrack to this movie is full of pop music. It is delicious. You got the original Space Jam classic as well as classic pop songs from the 90s. I think in those basketball sequences, it made them more fun to watch. And just as I expected, the animation in this movie does not hold up at all, especially watching it in a regular Blu-ray format. Maybe the 4K format will look better, but a lot of sequences in here really look terrible. There's this sequence where you have the gang of bully basketball, their foes, where they're dribbling Michael Jordan like he's in this box figure. It looks absolutely terrible. And in the final basketball game, there's these sequences where characters are flying in the air. It just looks really bad, and I obviously expected that. The script is really bad, and there's also some really terrible attempts at comedy in here, especially from just this one guy who's always here to help MJ, and that guy's humor just does not work at all in this movie. And the sense of confusion, like, there's obviously these locations in the movie that are totally unrealistic, and these certain situations where you have Michael Jordan's character's helper digging this huge ass hole on a golf course, and Michael Jordan gets abducted into the golf hole. It's like, it doesn't make any sense, and there's just a lot of those question marks. Our main villain in here, Danny DeVito. I love Danny DeVito, but barely in the movie. I found him entertaining at points. He's just that typical main boss character that just gives out those cliche evil bad boss villain takes. Won't really have an urge to go back and revisit this movie, honestly. And I did grow up with this movie. I just for some reason have not had the urge to revisit it. And I'm not sure if I'm alone on that, but it had some entertaining moments. But I could see kids enjoying it now, but me, myself, there isn't that urge. I'm like, hey, I want to revisit Space Jam again. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Space Jam 1996, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you enjoyed hearing my review for this movie, definitely hit that like button and consider clicking that subscribe button. I review movies every week on this channel. I do ranking videos. I will be reviewing Space Jam: A New Legacy this weekend. If you love movies, hit that like and subscribe button and come join this awesome community. Definitely doesn't hold up animation-wise and story-wise, and as a guilty pleasure, I don't find it in that wheelhouse, but I do enjoy the Looney Tunes and Michael Jordan in here. Other than that, I don't feel the welcome to the Space Jam nostalgia, and I don't know for the sequel, so Space Jam's kind of forgettable. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Space Jam a D+. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Space Jam. Are you guys excited for Space Jam: A New Legacy this week? And what do you guys think of the original classic? Do you disagree with me and love it? Do you think it's okay, or do you not like it at all? Let's discuss it in the comments. As I said, my review for Space Jam: A New Legacy will be this weekend, so look forward to that. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!